All right, let's talk about one of the biggest worries out there. Can stress really cause cancer? We all know stress isn't great for us. Maybe your heart races before a big test, or your shoulders tense up during a tough week at work. There's this idea floating around that if you're stressed out all the time, you could be raising your risk for cancer. But is that actually true? Here's what science says. Stress by itself does not directly cause cancer. I know you might have heard otherwise, but researchers have looked at this for decades. Cancer is caused by changes in our DNA, mutations that let cells grow out of control. These changes can happen because of things like smoking, too much sun, or certain viruses. But stress? It doesn't directly mess with your DNA in a way that causes cancer. Now here's where it gets a little more complicated. Chronic stress, that stress that sticks around for weeks or months, can mess with your body in other ways. It can weaken your immune system, make it harder to sleep, and even change the way you eat or exercise. And those things? They can raise your risk for all kinds of health problems, including cancer. For example, let's say you're super stressed and you start smoking more, or you stop exercising, or you eat less healthy food. Those are the habits that can raise your risk, not the stress itself. There have been some studies linking stress to faster cancer growth in animals, but the evidence in humans just isn't that clear. Some researchers think stress hormones might make it a little easier for existing cancer to spread, but even that's still being debated. So, should you panic about stress giving you cancer? Honestly, no. But that doesn't mean you should ignore it. Managing stress is super important for your overall health. It helps you sleep better, feel better, and just handle life's curveballs. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. And talking to someone, moving your body, or even just taking a few deep breaths can make a big difference. Bottom line, stress alone doesn't cause cancer. But taking care of your mind and your body, that's always worth it. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you next time.